There is a unique path that the chosen one must walk, and it is often marked by struggles and challenges that seem far more intense than what others may face. This journey is not an easy one, but it is necessary. The chosen ones are not just ordinary individuals, they are set apart for a higher calling, and with that calling comes a set of challenges specifically designed to refine, strengthen, and prepare them for their divine purpose. The struggles are not random, they serve a profound purpose in shaping the chosen one into someone who can carry the weight of their mission. From the outside, it might seem unfair that the chosen ones go through so much. Why should someone destined for greatness face such hardship? Why should their path be filled with obstacles, pain, and suffering? The truth is, these struggles are part of a larger divine plan. The hardships that the chosen ones face are not meant to break them, but to build them up. Each challenge serves as a stepping stone on the path to fulfilling their calling. The struggles may be difficult, but they are essential in molding the chosen ones into the vessels that can carry out God's purpose. The intensity of these struggles often leaves the chosen ones questioning their path. It's common to feel as though the weight of the world is resting on their shoulders, and at times, it can be overwhelming. But there is always a reason behind the struggle. There is a purpose in the pain, a lesson in the hardship, and a strength that is being cultivated through each trial. The chosen ones are being prepared for something far greater than they can currently see, and it is through the struggle that this preparation takes place. The path of the chosen one is often compared to a refining process. Just as precious metals are refined through fire, the chosen ones are refined through struggle. The fire of adversity burns away impurities, revealing the true strength and character within. Each challenge is a test, an opportunity to grow and evolve into the person God has called you to be. The struggles are not designed to destroy, but to transform. They push the chosen ones to their limits, forcing them to rely not on their own strength, but on the strength that comes from above. Struggles are also a form of spiritual training. The chosen ones are being equipped for a battle that goes beyond the physical realm. The battles they face in life are often reflections of deeper spiritual warfare. Each struggle is a chance to sharpen their spiritual discernment, to strengthen their faith, and to build their resilience. The chosen ones must learn to fight not just with physical weapons, but with spiritual ones: faith, prayer, wisdom, and trust in God. The struggles are a necessary part of the preparation for the spiritual battles that lie ahead. The path of the chosen one is not meant to be easy. It is a path that demands growth, endurance, and transformation. The struggles they face are part of a divine curriculum designed to prepare them for the responsibility of their calling. The chosen ones are often placed in situations that force them to confront their deepest fears, insecurities, and weaknesses. These challenges are not meant to crush them, but to reveal their hidden strengths. Through struggle, they discover their true potential, their inner power, and their capacity to overcome. It is also important to recognize that the struggles of the chosen ones serve a greater purpose beyond themselves. The chosen ones are not just being prepared for their own personal growth, but for a mission that will impact others. The struggles they endure are not just about their own journey, but about the lives they will touch, the people they will lead, and the changes they will bring about in the world. Every trial, every hardship is equipping the chosen ones to carry out their purpose with wisdom, compassion, and strength. The struggles are shaping them into the leaders, healers, and guides that the world needs. There is also a deep spiritual resistance that the chosen ones face. Their very calling puts them in opposition to forces that seek to prevent them from fulfilling their purpose. These struggles are not just random difficulties, but strategic attacks designed to deter them from their path. The chosen ones are often targeted because of the potential they carry. The greater the calling, the greater the opposition. This spiritual resistance is a clear indication that the chosen ones are on the right path. The struggles they face are proof that they are moving closer to fulfilling their divine mission. As the chosen ones walk this path of struggle, they begin to develop a deeper understanding of themselves and their relationship with God. The struggles force them to seek God in ways they never have before. They learn to depend on His strength, His guidance, and His wisdom. The struggles deepen their faith, drawing them closer to the divine source of their power. Through each challenge, the chosen ones learn that they are never alone, that God is always with them, and that His plan is far greater than anything they could have imagined. The struggles of the chosen ones are not in vain. They serve a higher purpose, one that will be revealed in time. Each challenge, each obstacle, is part of a greater plan to prepare them for their destiny. The chosen ones are being shaped, refined, and strengthened for a purpose that goes beyond their understanding. The struggles are temporary, but the lessons they learn and the growth they experience will last a lifetime. As we delve deeper into this journey, we will begin to uncover the specific reasons why the chosen ones go through the most struggles. There is a divine purpose behind each challenge, and it begins with the first reason: spiritual growth through testing and refinement. This process of growth is essential for the chosen ones, and it is through this testing that their true strength and character are revealed. The journey of the chosen one is marked by a process of deep spiritual growth, often forged in the fires of testing and refinement. These trials are not random or without purpose. They serve as the primary means by which the chosen ones are shaped into the individuals they are destined to become. The challenges they face push them to grow in ways they never thought possible, forcing them to confront their weaknesses, insecurities, and fears. Through these tests, they are refined, strengthened, and prepared for the higher calling that lies ahead. Spiritual growth is not a passive process. It requires active engagement with the trials that come your way. The chosen ones often find themselves in situations that stretch their faith, patience, and understanding. It is through these moments of struggle that real growth occurs. Each test brings with it an opportunity to learn something new about yourself and your relationship with God. These tests are designed to refine, much like a refiner's fire purifies gold, burning away impurities to reveal the precious metal within. One of the reasons the chosen ones go through such intense struggles is that their spiritual growth is meant to reach heights that others may not be called to. Their purpose is great, and as a result, their testing must match the magnitude of their calling. God doesn't allow the chosen ones to remain stagnant or comfortable for too long. He continuously pushes them to higher levels of faith, wisdom, and strength. Each trial is a stepping stone to a deeper relationship with God, as well as a greater understanding of their divine mission. The process of refinement often feels painful. It requires letting go of old habits, beliefs, and attachments that no longer serve the higher purpose. The chosen ones may feel as though they are being stripped of everything familiar and comfortable, and in a sense they are. But this is not to harm them. It is to make room for something greater. God is removing what is not essential so that the chosen ones can step into the fullness of their purpose, unburdened by the distractions and limitations of their past. Through testing and refinement, the chosen ones develop a level of spiritual maturity that allows them to navigate the complexities of their calling. These trials teach them resilience, the ability to persevere when circumstances are difficult, and the wisdom to discern the lessons hidden within each challenge. The struggles they face are not meant to break them, but to build them up. They come out of these tests stronger, wiser, and more attuned to the voice of God. Each struggle is a lesson, a tool for growth that prepares the chosen ones for the greater responsibilities that lie ahead. This process of growth is also deeply connected to faith. The chosen ones often find that their faith is tested in ways that seem impossible to overcome. Yet, it is in these very moments of testing that their faith is strengthened. Faith isn't truly faith until it has been tested in the fire of adversity. The chosen ones must learn to trust in God's plan even when it doesn't make sense, even when it feels like everything is falling apart. This is where true spiritual growth occurs, when faith is no longer dependent on circumstances, but is rooted in a deep trust in God's unwavering faithfulness. The chosen ones also learn through this process that growth often comes through surrender. There are times when the only way to grow is to let go of the need for control and to fully trust in God's guidance. This surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means recognizing that there is a higher plan at work, one that goes beyond human understanding. It means releasing the desire to have all the answers and allowing God to lead the way. This act of surrender is one of the most powerful lessons the chosen ones can learn, as it opens the door to deeper spiritual insight and strength. As the chosen ones grow spiritually, they also develop a greater sense of purpose. Each test reveals a new layer of their calling, helping them understand why they were chosen and what their mission truly entails. The struggles they face are not just about personal growth. They are about preparation for the work that lies ahead. The more they are refined, the more capable they become of handling the challenges and responsibilities that come with their divine purpose. Spiritual growth, therefore, is not just an individual journey, it is preparation for the impact they are meant to have on the world. This growth also brings with it a greater sense of clarity. The chosen ones begin to see their struggles in a new light. What once seemed like obstacles are now viewed as opportunities for growth. They understand that each test is a piece of the puzzle, a necessary part of their journey toward becoming who they are meant to be. The clarity that comes from spiritual growth allows them to navigate their path with confidence, knowing that every challenge is an essential part of their divine preparation. The struggles the chosen ones face, while difficult, are never without purpose. Each test is a tool for spiritual growth, a means by which they are refined and prepared for their higher calling. This process is not easy, but it is essential. Through it, they become more than they ever thought they could be, stronger, wiser, and more aligned with their purpose. The challenges they endure are a reflection of the greatness they are called to, and with each test passed, they come one step closer to fulfilling their divine mission. As spiritual growth continues, it becomes clear that these struggles are not just about personal transformation, but about preparation for something greater. The refinement process is laying the foundation for the next phase of the chosen one's journey, preparation for a higher calling. This preparation involves not only spiritual growth but also the equipping of the chosen ones with the tools and experiences necessary to fulfill their purpose. Each trial is preparing them for a future where they will lead, guide, and impact others on a much larger scale. The path of a chosen one is not without its trials. Spiritual testing plays a critical role in the journey, ensuring that the chosen ones are not only refined, but also prepared for the responsibility of their calling. These tests are not arbitrary challenges thrown in their way. They are intentional and carefully designed by God to serve a specific purpose. Each test holds the potential to elevate the chosen ones to new levels of spiritual maturity, insight, and strength. These tests are necessary because they align the chosen ones with their higher purpose, shaping them into vessels capable of carrying out God's divine will. Spiritual tests can take many forms: emotional struggles, temptations, moments of doubt, or even external opposition. These tests often strike at the heart of the chosen one's faith, pushing them to question their path, their identity, and their calling. Yet, the very nature of these tests is designed to strengthen, not to destroy. In each test, there is an opportunity to learn, grow, and deepen one's trust in God. The chosen ones may not always understand why the test is happening, but they can be sure that it is part of a larger plan to prepare them for what is ahead. One of the main reasons spiritual testing is necessary is that it reveals the areas in which the chosen ones still need to grow. These tests expose the hidden fears, doubts, and weaknesses that may be holding them back. It is through these moments of testing that the chosen ones come face to face with the areas of their lives that need refinement. The tests are like mirrors, reflecting back the inner work that still needs to be done. But the beauty of this process is that once the weaknesses are exposed, they can be addressed, healed, and transformed into strengths. Spiritual testing also serves to deepen the chosen one's dependence on God. The chosen ones are often put in situations where their own strength, wisdom, and resources are not enough to carry them through. In these moments, they are forced to rely on God in ways they may not have before. This deepens their relationship with Him and teaches them that, no matter how capable they may feel, they cannot fulfill their calling without divine assistance. This lesson is crucial because it keeps the chosen ones humble and aware that their power comes not from themselves, but from the One who has called them. Another reason spiritual testing is necessary is that it prepares the chosen ones for the spiritual battles they will inevitably face. The calling of the chosen ones often places them in direct opposition to spiritual forces that seek to prevent them from fulfilling their purpose. These tests are a form of spiritual training, equipping them with the resilience, discernment, and faith needed to withstand the attacks that come with walking in their calling. Through each test, the chosen ones learn to wield spiritual weapons, prayer, faith, wisdom, more effectively, making them stronger and more capable of resisting the opposition they will encounter. Spiritual testing also teaches the chosen ones patience and perseverance. The journey toward fulfilling their purpose is not a short or easy one. There will be seasons of waiting, times when it seems as though nothing is happening or that God is silent. These seasons are tests of patience, challenging the chosen ones to remain faithful and steadfast, even when they do not see immediate results. It is in these waiting periods that endurance is built, and endurance is essential for the long road ahead. The chosen ones learn that sometimes the greatest growth happens in the seasons of waiting, where faith is tested and strengthened. One of the most profound outcomes of spiritual testing is the clarity it brings. The chosen ones often come out of a test with a clearer understanding of their purpose and the path they are meant to walk. The tests strip away distractions, false perceptions, and illusions, leaving only the truth of God's plan. In moments of testing, the chosen ones are forced to confront their true desires, motivations, and priorities. This clarity is essential because it helps the chosen ones stay focused on their mission and avoid getting sidetracked by things that do not align with their higher calling. The chosen ones also discover through these tests that they are much stronger than they once believed. Each test reveals a new layer of resilience, courage, and faith that they may not have known they possessed. This discovery is empowering because it reminds the chosen ones that they are equipped to handle the challenges ahead. The tests serve as a reminder that God has placed everything they need inside them to fulfill their purpose. This realization builds confidence, not in themselves, but in the God who has chosen them and who is guiding them every step of the way. Furthermore, these spiritual tests help the chosen ones develop a deeper sense of empathy and compassion. As they endure struggles and overcome them, they become more attuned to the pain and challenges of others. This empathy is essential for their role as leaders, healers, or guides because it allows them to connect with those they are called to serve. The chosen ones understand suffering, and this understanding enables them to offer hope, guidance, and support to others walking through their own trials. Ultimately, spiritual testing refines and strengthens the chosen ones in ways that prepare them for their destiny. The struggles, the pain, and the moments of uncertainty are all part of the process of becoming who they are meant to be. These tests are not to be feared or avoided, but embraced as opportunities for growth and transformation. The chosen ones understand that each test brings them one step closer to the fulfillment of their divine purpose. While spiritual testing is essential for growth and refinement, it also plays a critical role in preparing the chosen ones for a greater calling. The next phase of the journey involves stepping into that higher purpose, and the testing serves as a foundation for the work they are being prepared to do. The preparation is not just about surviving struggles, but thriving in the midst of them, learning to use the lessons gained to carry out their mission with strength and clarity. Every struggle that a chosen one endures serves a purpose far beyond the immediate pain or challenge. These experiences are part of a greater preparation for the calling that lies ahead. The path of the chosen ones is not a common one, and the responsibilities they carry require an extraordinary level of strength, wisdom, and resilience. The struggles they face are not just obstacles to overcome. They are training grounds that prepare them for the higher calling that God has placed on their lives. This preparation is necessary to ensure that when the time comes, they are ready to fulfill their purpose with clarity and conviction. This preparation often begins with internal transformation. Before the chosen ones can impact the world around them, they must first undergo deep personal change. This transformation is usually triggered by the struggles they face, which push them to confront their inner fears, insecurities, and doubts. Through these experiences, they learn to let go of old patterns of thinking and behavior that no longer serve them or their purpose. This shedding of the old allows space for the new, a new mindset, a new sense of self, and a deeper connection with their divine calling. The chosen ones also develop a heightened sense of awareness through this preparation. The challenges they face sharpen their spiritual senses, allowing them to discern more clearly the path they are meant to walk. This awareness is crucial because it helps them navigate the complexities of their calling with wisdom and insight. The struggles teach them to listen more closely to God's voice, to trust their intuition, and to remain open to divine guidance. The preparation they undergo through their struggles is not just about external readiness, but about internal alignment with their spiritual purpose. The chosen ones often find that their struggles lead them to discover new aspects of their calling. These challenges reveal gifts and abilities that may have remained hidden if not for the adversity they faced. Whether it's the strength to lead others, the wisdom to provide guidance, or the compassion to heal, the chosen ones are shaped by their experiences in ways that unlock their full potential. Each trial becomes an opportunity to refine their skills and talents, preparing them for the work they are destined to do. Another critical aspect of this preparation is the development of emotional resilience. The chosen ones face difficulties that test their emotional limits, but these tests are not meant to break them. Instead, they are designed to build resilience, teaching them how to manage stress, disappointment, and setbacks without losing sight of their mission. Emotional resilience allows the chosen ones to endure the highs and lows of their journey without becoming overwhelmed or discouraged. This resilience is vital because the path of the chosen ones is rarely smooth. It is filled with challenges that require them to remain steady, even when the future seems uncertain. The preparation that the chosen ones undergo also includes learning how to lead others. Their calling often involves guiding, mentoring, or inspiring those around them. But leadership is not something that comes automatically. It is something that is cultivated through experience. The struggles the chosen ones face teach them humility, empathy, and patience, all essential qualities of a good leader. They learn that leadership is not about control or power, but about service and responsibility. The chosen ones are being prepared to lead not with force, but with love, wisdom, and a deep sense of purpose. This preparation also instills a deep sense of perseverance. The chosen ones learn that giving up is never an option, no matter how difficult the journey becomes. Perseverance is what carries them through the darkest moments, reminding them that every struggle has a purpose and that their calling is worth the fight. This tenacity becomes a defining trait of the chosen ones, allowing them to continue pressing forward even when others would have given up. It is through perseverance that they prove their readiness for the greater work they are called to do. In the midst of this preparation, the chosen ones often develop a deeper understanding of their divine mission. The struggles they face help to clarify what they are truly meant to do. This sense of purpose becomes sharper with each trial, revealing the bigger picture of their calling. The chosen ones begin to see that their life is not just about their own personal growth or success. It is about fulfilling a mission that is larger than themselves. This understanding brings a sense of peace and direction, even in the midst of chaos and uncertainty. The preparation process is not without its challenges. The chosen ones may feel frustrated at times, wondering why the journey is taking so long or why the struggles seem unending. But it is during these moments that they are being prepared the most. Patience becomes a key element in their growth, teaching them that timing is everything. The chosen ones come to understand that their calling will unfold in God's perfect time, not according to their own schedule. This patience allows them to trust the process, knowing that each step is leading them closer to the fulfillment of their purpose. The final aspect of preparation involves faith. The chosen ones learn that their faith is the foundation upon which their calling is built. Without faith, they cannot fulfill the purpose God has for them. Each struggle strengthens their faith, teaching them to trust in God's plan, even when they cannot see the full picture. This faith becomes the guiding force in their lives, giving them the courage to continue moving forward, no matter what challenges they face. It is through faith that the chosen ones are able to rise above their struggles and step fully into their calling. The preparation process may be long and difficult, but it is essential for the chosen one's journey. They are being refined, strengthened, and equipped for a greater purpose. The struggles they face are part of the preparation, and each one serves a specific role in shaping them into the people they are meant to be. Through this process, the chosen ones come to realize that their struggles are not setbacks, but stepping stones toward their divine destiny. While the preparation for a greater calling is an essential part of the chosen one's journey, it is not without opposition. The next phase of the journey often involves facing resistance from spiritual forces that seek to prevent the chosen ones from stepping fully into their purpose. This resistance is a clear indication of the significance of their mission and the power they hold. Adversity is an unavoidable part of the chosen one's journey. While it can feel overwhelming, these challenges are essential in preparing the chosen ones for leadership and the significant impact they are meant to have on the world. Every obstacle, every hardship, every battle is shaping them into the leader they need to be, capable of guiding others, making wise decisions, and withstanding the pressures that come with great responsibility. The struggles they endure are not just personal tests, they are part of a larger preparation for the work they are called to do. Leadership, especially the kind of leadership that chosen ones are destined for, is not about wielding authority or power. It is about serving others, guiding them with wisdom and compassion, and helping them find their own paths. The adversity that chosen ones face teaches them what it means to lead with empathy. When they go through difficult times, they develop a deeper understanding of the struggles that others face. This understanding enables them to connect with people on a profound level, to offer support and guidance from a place of genuine compassion rather than detached authority. One of the most important lessons that adversity teaches the chosen ones is humility. True leadership is rooted in humility, in the recognition that every person, no matter how gifted, needs support and guidance at times. The struggles that the chosen ones endure keep them grounded, reminding them that they are not above anyone else, but are on this journey alongside others. This humility is what makes them approachable as leaders, and it's what allows them to lead from a place of authenticity and service rather than ego or pride. Adversity also teaches the chosen ones resilience, which is a key quality for any leader. The challenges they face push them to their limits, forcing them to dig deeper, to find strength they didn't know they had. This resilience is what will carry them through the storms of life and leadership, ensuring that they remain steady and unwavering even when the pressure mounts. A leader who has faced adversity knows how to keep going when the path is difficult, and this tenacity becomes a source of strength for those they are leading. The chosen ones learn that perseverance in the face of difficulty is one of the greatest traits they can develop as future leaders. Another important aspect of leadership that adversity cultivates in the chosen ones is discernment. The trials they endure often come with difficult choices, and each choice forces them to weigh their options carefully, to consider the consequences, and to seek wisdom from a higher source. These experiences refine their ability to discern the right path, even when it's not the easiest or most popular one. This discernment is essential for leadership because it ensures that the decisions the chosen ones make are not based on impulse or convenience, but are grounded in wisdom and a deep understanding of their mission. The adversity the chosen ones face also helps them develop a sense of responsibility. Leadership is not just about guiding others. It's about taking responsibility for the well-being of those under their care. The challenges they go through teach the chosen ones that leadership is not about personal glory, but about serving the greater good. They learn that their actions, decisions, and words have an impact on others, and they begin to understand the weight of this responsibility. This awareness ensures that when they step into positions of leadership, they do so with a sense of accountability and a commitment to making decisions that benefit not just themselves, but those they are called to lead. Adversity also forces the chosen ones to confront their fears and insecurities. Leadership requires a certain level of confidence, but this confidence doesn't come from avoiding challenges. It comes from facing them head-on and realizing that, despite the difficulties, they are capable of overcoming them. Every time the chosen ones push through adversity, their confidence grows, not in their own abilities, but in their ability to trust God's guidance. This confidence becomes a cornerstone of their leadership, allowing them to step into their roles with courage and conviction, even when the way forward is unclear. Facing adversity also helps the chosen ones develop a clear sense of vision. As they overcome challenges, they begin to see the bigger picture of their calling more clearly. They understand that their struggles are not just about personal growth, but about preparing them for the work they are meant to do in the world. This vision gives them direction and purpose, allowing them to lead with clarity and focus. They know where they are going and why, and this certainty inspires those who follow them to trust in their leadership. Through adversity, the chosen ones also learn the importance of collaboration. No great leader works alone. The challenges they face often force them to rely on others for support, wisdom, or encouragement. This reliance on others teaches them the value of community and teamwork, which are essential for any leader. The chosen ones begin to see that their role is not to do everything on their own, but to empower those around them, to work together toward a common goal. This collaborative spirit makes them more effective leaders, capable of building strong teams and fostering environments where everyone can thrive. Adversity strengthens the chosen one's connection with God, which is the ultimate source of their leadership strength. The deeper their struggles, the more they are driven to rely on God for guidance, strength, and wisdom. This spiritual connection becomes the foundation of their leadership, allowing them to lead not from a place of personal ambition, but from a place of divine purpose. They learn that true leadership is not about asserting their will, but about aligning their actions with God's will, trusting that He will guide them to lead others in the way that is most beneficial for all. The adversity that the chosen ones face may feel overwhelming at times, but it is a critical part of their preparation for leadership and impact. Each struggle equips them with the tools they need to lead with empathy, wisdom, and resilience. Every challenge they overcome strengthens their ability to guide others through their own difficulties. The chosen ones are not just being prepared for their own journey, they are being prepared to lead others, to make a difference in the lives of those around them, and to fulfill the greater purpose that God has placed on their lives. While adversity prepares the chosen ones for leadership, it is not the only challenge they face. They must also contend with spiritual forces that seek to oppose their progress. The resistance they encounter is a testament to the significance of their calling, and understanding this resistance is crucial for continuing on the path to fulfilling their purpose. The path of the chosen one is not only filled with personal challenges and trials, but also with spiritual resistance. This resistance is a clear sign that the calling of the chosen ones is powerful and significant. The forces of opposition that arise are not accidental. They are strategic attempts to hinder the progress and fulfillment of the divine mission assigned to the chosen ones. These spiritual forces recognize the potential impact of the chosen ones and will go to great lengths to prevent them from stepping fully into their purpose. This spiritual resistance often manifests in subtle ways, and sometimes it can feel overwhelming. The chosen ones may experience moments of confusion, doubt, or fear that seem to come out of nowhere. These emotions are not just products of the mind, but are often spiritual attacks aimed at undermining their confidence and faith. The enemy's goal is to make the chosen ones question their identity, their purpose, and even their connection with God. These attacks are designed to create discouragement, hoping that the chosen ones will give up before they fully embrace their calling. One of the most common tactics of these spiritual forces is to sow seeds of doubt. The chosen ones may find themselves questioning whether they are truly chosen, whether their struggles are worth enduring, or whether they have what it takes to fulfill their purpose. This doubt can be paralyzing, preventing them from moving forward or making decisions that align with their higher calling. However, this doubt is not a reflection of the chosen one's true potential. It is a tool of the enemy to create hesitation and confusion. Overcoming this doubt requires a deep trust in God's promises and a commitment to the path, even when the way seems unclear. Another tactic used by spiritual forces is distraction. The chosen ones may find themselves pulled in different directions, tempted by things that seem appealing, but ultimately lead them away from their purpose. These distractions can come in many forms: relationships, career opportunities, or material pursuits that seem promising on the surface, but are not aligned with their true mission. The chosen ones must develop a keen sense of discernment to recognize when these distractions are pulling them off course and to stay focused on the path that God has set before them. Fear is another powerful weapon used by spiritual forces against the chosen ones. The fear of failure, rejection, or even the fear of success can become a barrier that keeps the chosen ones from stepping fully into their calling. This fear can be debilitating, causing hesitation and self-doubt. The enemy knows that if the chosen ones are too afraid to move forward, they will never fully embrace the impact they are meant to have. The chosen ones must learn to confront this fear head-on, trusting that God's strength is greater than any fear they may face. Resistance also comes in the form of external opposition. The chosen ones may encounter people or circumstances that seem to actively work against them. Whether it's criticism, judgment, or outright hostility, these external forces are often influenced by the same spiritual resistance that seeks to prevent the fulfillment of their calling. These challenges can be particularly difficult to face because they often feel personal, but the chosen ones must remember that the battle is not against flesh and blood. It is a spiritual battle. Recognizing the source of the opposition allows the chosen ones to respond with wisdom and grace, rather than reacting out of frustration or anger. The chosen ones also face internal battles with spiritual resistance. There are moments when they may struggle with feelings of unworthiness or inadequacy, believing that they are not good enough to carry out the mission assigned to them. These feelings are often amplified by spiritual forces that want to keep them in a state of paralysis. However, the chosen ones are not defined by their shortcomings or past mistakes. They are defined by God's calling, and their worthiness comes from His grace and purpose, not from their own merits. Overcoming these internal battles requires a constant reminder of their identity as chosen ones and the promises that God has spoken over their lives. One of the most powerful tools the chosen ones have in combating spiritual resistance is prayer. Through prayer, they can connect with God, receive divine guidance, and strengthen their spiritual armor. Prayer not only provides protection from spiritual attacks, but also reinforces their sense of purpose and alignment with God's will. The chosen ones must make prayer a central part of their journey, using it to stay grounded, focused, and equipped to face the challenges ahead. It is through prayer that they find the strength to resist the forces that seek to oppose them. Another key tool in overcoming spiritual resistance is community. The chosen ones are not meant to walk this path alone. Surrounding themselves with like-minded individuals who understand the spiritual battle they are facing can provide invaluable support and encouragement. These relationships act as a buffer against spiritual attacks, reminding the chosen ones that they are not alone and that they have others who are standing with them in prayer and solidarity. Community provides strength in numbers, and together the chosen ones can withstand the resistance that comes against them. While spiritual resistance may seem like an obstacle, it is also a sign that the chosen ones are on the right path. The forces that oppose them do so because they recognize the power and potential that the chosen ones carry. The greater the resistance, the greater the confirmation that their calling is significant. This perspective allows the chosen ones to view resistance not as a reason to give up, but as a sign that they are moving closer to fulfilling their divine purpose. Spiritual resistance may be fierce, but it is not insurmountable. The chosen ones have been given the tools and strength to overcome these attacks, to stand firm in their identity, and to continue moving forward. The journey may not be easy, but the opposition they face only serves to confirm the magnitude of their mission. With each battle they fight and each victory they claim, the chosen ones move one step closer to fulfilling their calling and making the impact they are destined to make. While the battle with spiritual resistance is ongoing, the chosen ones also learn the importance of endurance in overcoming struggles. Endurance is what allows them to persist through long seasons of hardship and opposition, and it plays a vital role in their journey toward fulfilling their purpose. Endurance is one of the most critical qualities a chosen one must develop on their journey. The challenges faced along the way are not fleeting. They often persist over long periods of time, testing the resilience and determination of the chosen ones. Without endurance, it would be impossible to navigate the hardships, spiritual battles, and moments of uncertainty that come with being set apart for a divine purpose. Endurance is not just about surviving, it's about thriving in the midst of adversity, staying focused on the goal even when the way forward seems difficult. Endurance is a combination of mental, emotional, and spiritual strength. The chosen ones quickly realize that their journey is a marathon, not a sprint. There are seasons when the trials they face seem unending, and it is in these moments that endurance becomes vital. It is the ability to keep going, to persevere through disappointment and frustration, and to hold on to faith when the outcome is uncertain. The chosen ones are called to push beyond their own limits, trusting that God will provide the strength they need to continue when their own strength runs out. One of the key aspects of endurance is learning to pace oneself. The chosen ones may feel the pressure to accomplish everything quickly, to overcome every obstacle with haste. But endurance teaches that not every victory will come immediately, and that the process of growth and preparation takes time. The struggles they face are shaping them, molding them into the person God needs them to be for the greater purpose ahead. Learning to be patient with the process is essential, as it allows the chosen ones to grow at the pace God has designed for them. Endurance also involves learning how to rest without giving up. The chosen ones must understand that resting is not the same as quitting. In fact, rest is an important part of building endurance. There will be moments when the burden feels too heavy, and taking time to pause, reflect, and recharge is necessary. These moments of rest allow the chosen ones to regain their strength, realign with their purpose, and return to their journey with renewed energy. Endurance is not about constant movement. It is about knowing when to push forward and when to rest in God's presence. Through the development of endurance, the chosen ones also deepen their faith. Each challenge they endure brings them closer to God, as they are forced to rely on His strength rather than their own. The more they endure, the more they see evidence of God's faithfulness. It is through enduring the toughest seasons that the chosen ones come to understand that they are never alone, that God is walking with them every step of the way. This faith strengthens their resolve, giving them the courage to face future challenges with confidence, knowing that God has already equipped them with everything they need. Endurance also teaches the chosen ones how to navigate uncertainty. The path ahead is not always clear, and the answers they seek are not always immediate. In these moments of uncertainty, endurance allows them to keep moving forward in faith, trusting that God will reveal the next step at the right time. The chosen ones learn that they don't need to have all the answers right away. They simply need to keep walking in faith, trusting that clarity will come in God's timing. Endurance enables them to push through the fog of uncertainty, holding on to the promise that their journey is leading them toward a greater purpose. Another important lesson that endurance teaches is resilience in the face of failure. The chosen ones will inevitably encounter setbacks and moments when things don't go as planned. Endurance allows them to view these setbacks not as the end of the journey, but as opportunities for growth and learning. Rather than being discouraged by failure, the chosen ones learn to embrace it as part of the process. Each failure becomes a stepping stone toward success, and with each challenge they overcome, their endurance grows stronger. This resilience allows them to bounce back from difficulties with renewed determination and strength. Endurance is also closely tied to hope. The chosen ones must hold on to hope even when circumstances seem bleak. It is this hope that fuels their endurance, reminding them that there is a purpose behind every struggle. Hope keeps the vision of their calling alive, even when the road is hard. The chosen ones understand that the struggles they face are temporary, but the fulfillment of their purpose is eternal. This hope gives them the strength to endure, knowing that every hardship they face is preparing them for something far greater than they can see in the moment. One of the beautiful things about endurance is that it often leads to unexpected breakthroughs. The chosen ones may endure long seasons of difficulty, only to experience sudden and profound shifts in their circumstances. These breakthroughs are often the result of their perseverance and faithfulness. Endurance has a way of unlocking doors that seemed impossible to open. It is through consistent faith, prayer, and trust in God that the chosen ones position themselves for these breakthroughs. The longer they endure, the closer they come to the moment when everything shifts in their favor. Endurance is not something that comes naturally, it is something that is built over time. The chosen ones develop endurance by facing challenges head-on, by refusing to give up even when the journey is tough. Every time they choose to continue, to take another step forward, they are building the endurance they need to fulfill their purpose. This endurance not only sustains them, but becomes a testimony to others who are watching their journey. The chosen ones become examples of what it means to persevere, inspiring others to keep going in their own struggles. While endurance is essential for overcoming personal challenges, it also prepares the chosen ones for something even greater, transforming their pain into power. The endurance they develop through struggles equips them with the ability to harness their hardships and use them as a source of strength and purpose. The struggles they endure are not wasted. They become the foundation upon which the chosen ones build a life of impact, leadership, and transformation. The journey of a chosen one is not without pain, but it is through this pain that they learn to access their greatest strength. Pain, though often seen as something to avoid, can be a catalyst for growth, transformation, and empowerment. The chosen ones are uniquely positioned to take the pain they experience and turn it into a powerful force that not only shapes their own lives, but also impacts the lives of those around them. What begins as suffering can be transformed into strength, resilience, and a deep well of wisdom. Pain often arrives in the form of loss, betrayal, rejection, or failure. These experiences cut deep, and they can shake the very foundation of what the chosen ones thought they knew about themselves and their journey. However, within each painful experience lies the seed of potential. The chosen ones learn that their pain is not meant to destroy them, but to awaken something within them that has been dormant. Pain has the power to reveal inner strengths, hidden talents, and depths of endurance that would otherwise remain untapped. The process of transforming pain into power begins with acceptance. The chosen ones must first acknowledge the pain they feel, rather than suppress it. It is through this acknowledgement that healing can begin. Running from pain or pretending it doesn't exist only prolongs the suffering. The chosen ones understand that facing their pain head-on is the first step toward reclaiming their power. In doing so, they allow themselves to process the emotions that come with the pain, whether it be grief, anger, or sadness, and they begin the journey toward transformation. One of the most profound ways in which pain becomes power is through the lessons it teaches. Every painful experience carries with it valuable insights. The chosen ones learn to ask, "What is this pain teaching me?" rather than, "Why is this happening to me?" This shift in perspective turns pain into a teacher rather than an enemy. Through this lens, the chosen ones gain clarity about their own patterns, relationships, and life choices. The lessons learned through pain are often the most powerful because they leave a lasting imprint on the soul. Pain also has a way of refining purpose. The chosen ones often find that their greatest sense of mission and calling emerges from their deepest wounds. The very things that have caused them the most suffering often become the areas in which they are called to serve others. This is the process of turning pain into purpose. What was once a source of weakness becomes a platform for strength and service. The chosen ones realize that their struggles are not in vain. They are being equipped to help others who are going through similar trials. Another way pain transforms into power is through empathy. The chosen ones develop a deep sense of empathy and compassion for others as a result of their own experiences with pain. This empathy allows them to connect with people on a deeper level, offering understanding and support in ways that are healing. The chosen ones become vessels of comfort for those who are hurting because they themselves have walked the difficult path of pain and have emerged stronger on the other side. This ability to offer genuine empathy is one of the most powerful gifts that pain can give. Pain also forces the chosen ones to develop emotional and spiritual resilience. Every time they overcome a painful experience, their capacity to handle future challenges increases. This resilience is not just about toughening up, it's about learning to remain soft and open, even in the face of adversity. The chosen ones understand that true strength is not about becoming hard or indifferent, but about maintaining a heart of love and compassion despite the difficulties they have faced. This resilience is what allows them to keep moving forward, no matter how many times they have been knocked down. The transformation of pain into power also involves forgiveness. The chosen ones often carry the weight of hurt caused by others, whether it's betrayal, rejection, or abandonment. However, holding on to resentment or anger only prolongs the pain. Forgiveness becomes a key to unlocking the power that pain holds. By choosing to forgive, the chosen ones release themselves from the emotional chains that bind them to the past. This act of forgiveness is not about condoning the actions that caused the pain, but about reclaiming their peace and freedom. It allows them to move forward unburdened and empowered to live fully in the present. There is also a profound spiritual element in the way pain transforms the chosen ones. Through their struggles, they draw closer to God, relying on His strength and guidance to carry them through. This deepening of their faith is one of the most powerful outcomes of their pain. The chosen ones find that when they are at their weakest, God's strength is revealed in new and profound ways. This spiritual connection allows them to see their pain from a higher perspective, understanding that it is part of a greater plan for their growth and transformation. The strength that comes from pain is not just for the benefit of the chosen ones, it is meant to be shared with the world. The chosen ones are called to use their power to inspire, uplift, and guide others. Their stories of overcoming hardship become beacons of hope for those still in the midst of their struggles. The chosen ones become living examples of what is possible when pain is transformed into power. They show others that no matter how difficult the journey may be, there is always the possibility of rising stronger, more resilient, and more aligned with purpose. The transformation of pain into power is a continuous process. Each new challenge offers another opportunity for growth, and each new victory reinforces the strength that has been built. The chosen ones come to understand that pain, while difficult, is an integral part of their journey toward greatness. It is through their willingness to face and transform their pain that they become the powerful, impactful individuals they are destined to be. While transforming pain into power is a significant part of the journey, the chosen ones also find themselves on a path of restoration and healing. This path involves not only reclaiming their power, but also restoring harmony within themselves and the world around them. The next step of the journey leads to deeper healing, where the chosen ones learn how to restore balance in their lives and step fully into their roles as healers, leaders, and guides. Restoration is a significant part of the journey for the chosen ones. After facing struggles and transforming their pain into power, the next step is to restore harmony within themselves, their relationships, and the world around them. This phase of the journey is not just about recovering from hardship, but about creating a sense of balance and peace that extends beyond personal healing. The chosen ones are called to be vessels of harmony, bringing peace and restoration to the areas of life that have been disrupted by pain, conflict, or chaos. Restoring harmony starts within. After enduring seasons of hardship, the chosen ones often carry emotional wounds, even after they've overcome the challenges. Healing these inner wounds is essential for moving forward into their purpose. These wounds might manifest as lingering fears, doubts, or feelings of inadequacy. While the chosen ones have gained strength through their trials, restoration requires addressing these wounds and allowing true healing to take place. This process involves self-compassion and forgiveness, not only of others, but also of themselves for the moments they felt weak or fell short during their journey. Healing the inner self is a layered process. The chosen ones must confront the deep-seated beliefs and patterns that may have taken root during their struggles. These beliefs, often rooted in fear or self-doubt, can create inner dissonance, making it difficult to fully embrace the harmony they seek. Restoring inner harmony requires dismantling these false beliefs and replacing them with truth. The chosen ones are reminded of their true identity and calling, understanding that their worth is not defined by their past failures, but by their divine purpose. Through this inner restoration, they become more aligned with the higher vision for their lives. As the chosen ones restore inner harmony, they also begin to heal the relationships around them. The journey of a chosen one is often a solitary one, marked by seasons of isolation or conflict with others. These periods of disconnection can strain relationships, leaving behind emotional scars. Restoring harmony in relationships involves reconciling with those who have been affected by the chosen one's journey, whether through forgiveness, communication, or setting healthy boundaries. This process is not about returning to relationships that are toxic or damaging, but about creating peace where there has been tension and allowing love to flow freely once again. The chosen ones understand that true harmony in relationships is built on trust, communication, and respect. Part of the healing process involves speaking truth into these relationships, being honest about their experiences, and allowing others to understand the depth of their journey. This openness fosters connection and healing, creating a space where both the chosen ones and those around them can grow together. However, not all relationships will be restored in the way the chosen ones expect. Some relationships may fall away as part of the natural process of growth, and the chosen ones must find peace in letting go of what no longer aligns with their purpose. Restoring harmony also extends to the chosen one's relationship with the world around them. As they step more fully into their calling, they are called to be agents of change and healing in their communities, workplaces, and the world at large. The chosen ones understand that their journey of healing is not just for their own benefit. It is meant to ripple out and affect the lives of others. They carry with them the power to restore harmony in environments that have been fractured by conflict, division, or injustice. Their presence becomes a source of peace and healing for those they encounter. This role as a healer and restorer is not one that the chosen ones take lightly. It requires them to be intentional in their actions, to look for opportunities where they can bring restoration and peace. Whether it's through acts of kindness, words of encouragement, or standing up for what is right, the chosen ones seek to create harmony wherever they go. Their ability to restore harmony is rooted in the lessons they have learned through their own healing process. Having been through the fire themselves, they are uniquely equipped to help others find healing and peace. Restoring harmony also involves balancing the spiritual with the practical. The chosen ones have a deep connection with the divine, but they must also learn how to bring that spiritual wisdom into their everyday lives. This balance is essential for creating lasting harmony. The chosen ones find that their spiritual practices, whether it be prayer, meditation, or reflection, are key to maintaining their sense of inner peace. However, they also understand the importance of taking practical steps in the world around them, using their gifts and strengths to solve real-world problems and make a tangible impact. Another important aspect of restoring harmony is learning to navigate the complexities of the world without losing inner peace. The chosen ones often find themselves in environments that are chaotic or full of conflict, whether it's a challenging workplace, a divided community, or even global issues. The chosen ones are called to be the calm in the storm. This requires them to maintain their spiritual grounding, even when everything around them is in turmoil. They learn to carry their inner peace with them wherever they go, allowing it to be a source of strength in difficult situations. Restoring harmony also involves stepping into their role as leaders. The chosen ones have been through seasons of struggle and have come out the other side with wisdom and strength. This qualifies them to guide others on their own journeys of healing and restoration. Whether through mentorship, leadership, or simply being a source of encouragement, the chosen ones are positioned to help others find their way back to peace and balance. Their journey becomes an example of what is possible when pain is transformed into power and when healing is embraced as a central part of the journey. The process of restoring harmony is ongoing. It is not a one-time event, but a continuous practice that requires mindfulness, patience, and dedication. The chosen ones understand that healing is not linear, and there will be times when they must revisit old wounds or confront new challenges. However, with each step they take toward restoring harmony, they grow stronger and more aligned with their purpose. Their ability to bring peace to themselves and the world around them is a testament to the transformative power of their journey. While restoring harmony is a crucial part of the chosen one's path, the process of reclaiming power is equally significant. Reclaiming power goes beyond healing. It involves taking back control over their lives, their energy, and their divine mission. This next phase of the journey focuses on identifying and eliminating sources of energy drain, cleansing their spirit, and reaffirming their spiritual authority. The chosen ones will now learn how to fully step into their power, ensuring that they are equipped to fulfill their divine purpose with strength and clarity. After enduring struggles, transforming pain into strength and restoring harmony, the chosen ones must take the final step in their journey, reclaiming their power and restoring balance in their lives. This is the culmination of all the lessons learned, all the challenges faced, and all the healing that has taken place. The chosen ones, having been shaped and refined by their experiences, are now ready to step fully into their purpose with clarity and conviction. This chapter is about regaining control over their energy, their mission, and their lives, ensuring that they are empowered to fulfill their divine calling. Reclaiming power begins with recognizing where it has been lost. The chosen ones may have encountered situations or relationships that drained their energy, leaving them feeling depleted or disempowered. These experiences may have left emotional or spiritual scars, making it difficult to feel fully aligned with their purpose. Reclaiming power requires identifying these sources of energy drain and making intentional choices to remove or transform them. Whether it's toxic relationships, negative thought patterns, or unhealthy environments, the chosen ones must take steps to eliminate anything that hinders their growth and progress. This process of reclaiming power also involves setting clear boundaries. The chosen ones have often found themselves giving more than they receive, pouring their energy into people or situations that do not reciprocate or value their contributions. Boundaries are essential for protecting their energy and ensuring that they can focus on what truly matters. By setting healthy boundaries, the chosen ones create space for their own growth and healing while maintaining the balance needed to continue their mission. Boundaries are not about isolation. They are about ensuring that their energy is directed toward what aligns with their divine purpose. Part of reclaiming power is also about cleansing and renewing the spirit. The chosen ones have faced many battles, and while they have grown stronger, there may still be remnants of emotional or spiritual weight that need to be released. This cleansing process can involve prayer, meditation, or other spiritual practices that allow them to reconnect with their higher selves and release any lingering negativity. It's a time of purification, where the chosen ones shed what no longer serves them and step into a renewed sense of self. This spiritual cleansing is not just about healing the past, it's about making room for the power they are meant to carry. Reclaiming power also means taking ownership of their divine mission. The chosen ones are not passive participants in their journey, they are active creators of their destiny. This chapter of the journey is about stepping into a position of spiritual authority, recognizing that they have been given a unique purpose and that they have the power to fulfill it. The chosen ones are not waiting for permission or validation from others. They are moving forward with confidence, knowing that they are fully equipped to carry out their mission. This empowerment comes from the deep understanding that their journey, while difficult, has prepared them for greatness. As the chosen ones reclaim their power, they also restore balance in their lives. Balance is essential for maintaining peace, health, and longevity on this journey. The chosen ones have learned that they cannot pour from an empty cup, and so they must prioritize their well-being, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Restoring balance involves creating harmony between their work, their relationships, and their personal growth. It's about learning to say no when necessary and ensuring that they have time for rest, reflection, and self-care. Balance is not a static state, but an ongoing practice, one that the chosen ones commit to as part of their daily lives. Another aspect of reclaiming power is affirming their spiritual authority. The chosen ones are called to stand in their power, not just for themselves, but for those they are meant to lead and serve. This authority is not about control or dominance, it's about knowing who they are and what they are capable of in alignment with divine will. The chosen ones are now equipped to walk confidently in their purpose, knowing that they have the support and guidance of the divine. Their authority comes from a place of love, wisdom, and service, and it is this authority that enables them to make a lasting impact on the world. Reclaiming power also involves embracing the responsibility that comes with it. The chosen ones understand that their power is not for personal gain, it is for the fulfillment of a higher purpose. With great power comes great responsibility, and the chosen ones are now prepared to handle this responsibility with grace and integrity. They are ready to step into leadership roles, to use their gifts to inspire, heal, and uplift others, and to create positive change in their communities and beyond. This sense of responsibility is not a burden. It is a privilege that the chosen ones embrace wholeheartedly. As the chosen ones reclaim their power, they also become more attuned to the flow of divine energy in their lives. They learn to trust their intuition, to listen to the inner voice that guides them, and to follow the signs that point them in the right direction. This connection to divine guidance ensures that the chosen ones stay aligned with their purpose and continue to grow in their spiritual journey. They understand that reclaiming power is not a one-time event. It is a lifelong process of staying connected to their higher self and to the divine source of their strength. The chosen ones have now reached a place of deep empowerment and alignment. Their journey has brought them through trials and tribulations, but it has also led to growth, healing, and transformation. They have learned to take their pain and turn it into power, to restore harmony within themselves and the world around them, and to reclaim the spiritual authority that is their birthright. They are now fully equipped to fulfill their divine mission, knowing that they are guided, protected, and empowered by the divine every step of the way. In the end, the journey of the chosen ones is not just about the struggles they have faced, it is about the victory they have claimed through faith, perseverance, and trust in the divine plan. The chosen ones are now stepping into their power with confidence, ready to make a lasting impact on the world. They understand that the challenges they have faced were not meant to break them, but to prepare them for the greatness they are destined to achieve. With their power reclaimed and balance restored, the chosen ones are ready to fulfill their calling, knowing that their journey has only just begun. This is the moment of triumph, the point where everything comes together. The chosen ones are now walking fully in their purpose, embracing the power, wisdom, and strength they have gained along the way. Their journey has led them to this place, and now they are ready to rise into their full potential, leaving a legacy that will inspire generations to come.